If you keep getting sick despite trying to sleep well, eat right, and take all the right supplements, it's not necessarily because your immune system sucks. It's because your body is telling you something. So today, I'm going to share the truth of what is likely making you sick. Hi, I'm Kathleen, and welcome to a safe space where I'll help you reconnect to your true needs and reclaim calm and clarity. So if that's something you're interested in, subscribe, grab a warm drink, maybe a cozy blanket, and let's get started. As I'm filming this, I'm on day 3 of a cold, so I might sound just a little bit raspy, but I've honestly been feeling so much better than I normally would, and I wanted to share with you the reasons why. A gentle disclaimer before we get right into it. I am not a medical professional. I'm taking my lived experience. So the things that I've learned, the things that have worked well and really created big shifts for me on my healing journey from burnout with you so that you can find ways to start healing and start making bigger shifts in your life as well. So with that, let's get into it. My whole life, I have gotten sick more often than I wanted to. Congestion, sore throat, all of the things. And then when I was burning out and burnt out, I was getting sick every 2 to 3 weeks. And I was taking 2 weeks or more to recover. So basically, I was always sick. And during that year when I was really burning out, my daughter was in daycare. So I was blaming all the germs on that because if you're a parent of a toddler or a kid in school, you know that it's like a revolving door of sicknesses. But I was sometimes the only one in my household getting sick, and I would take so much longer than anybody else to recover. And so I would also blame it on things like lack of sleep and stress. And while those things definitely did not help, what I realized is that I was ignoring signs from my body for a long time. I pushed through every cold, every headache, every moment of not feeling well because I wanted to keep going. I wanted to be productive. I was worried about what would happen if I didn't get things done, if I didn't show up. But now, 6 months later, I've gone the longest I've gone in years without getting sick. And there's a good reason for why I'm sick now. I was pushing my body beyond its limits. And its limits might not make sense to other people. Other people might be like, that wasn't too much, or you didn't do that much. But now I know my body so well and what it can handle. And honestly, it's not because I found the perfect supplement or built the perfect immune system. It truly is just because I've started listening to my body. Our bodies are constantly communicating with us through energy levels, through sleep, through overwhelm, through brain fog, through mood, and even how often we get sick. When we're in a constant go mode, those whispers from our body get drowned out by all of the noise of the thoughts and feelings of what we should be able to handle or what we should be able to do. For me, every cold I got was a whisper I ignored. I would maybe take a day or 2 off, but that was it. And even during those couple of days, I would be checking emails or thinking about and ruminating on how much I'd have to catch up on once I got back to work. I'm also a mom, so I felt the need to push through, take care of her. And while that is still there, I very much need to take care of my daughter. I still wasn't putting my needs first ever. And that's not rest. That's punishment designed as productivity. And when I'd go back to work or attend an event that I really wanted to go to, I would medicate. I would take pain meds or cold medication because I didn't want people to be able to tell that I wasn't feeling well. I wanted to look like I was okay. But if you have to mask how you're feeling, you are not okay. I also tried to do all of the things I was told to do to improve my immune system. So try to get more sleep, try to eat right. I got rid of alcohol, I got rid of gluten and dairy for a long time, but none of it really made a huge difference. And that's because I still wasn't actually listening to my body. So eventually, my body stopped cooperating, and it hit me hard. Every time I felt like I was out cold, but I would push through, keep going, because it didn't make sense to me that every time I would be so sick and other people could carry on within a couple days. I think many of us, especially women, perfectionists, caregivers, the good girls, push through because we feel like our worth, our value is tied to our output. And the irony is, the more we push, the less capable we become physically, energetically, emotionally. You getting sick often is a sign that you're pushing your body too much. When you're burning out, your immune system is one of the functions that go offline first, because your body is thinking, well, I need to keep you going, I need to keep you moving, I need to keep you alive, and it's not so worried about keeping you safe from colds or illnesses. And that's actually why you hear so many students or people get sick when there's a big event or exam or just big thing happening that they've been stressing over for a while or working towards. It's because the stress eventually catches up to them. And unfortunately, it catches up to them before that big event or exam. It's not that we're making it up, it's that your body is telling you you've been pushing for too hard for too long. So here's the mindset shift. When you start to feel your body giving out, whether it's a headache, overwhelm, sore throat, stuffy nose, indigestion, it's time to listen in. Take the time to pause, because it's your body telling you you need to slow down. You need to truly give your body and mind space to rest. Because if you keep pushing through, it's actually going to end up worse for you than if you took the rest now and came back stronger later. I know that might feel hard to believe. I didn't believe that, even though I would tell myself that. But by pushing through on those days that I didn't feel well, I would keep showing up at a suboptimal level to meetings, to my daughter, to whoever. But now, by taking the time and truly resting and recovering, I show up stronger, refreshed, better, so much faster than I would have. Because rest isn't something you earn, it's something your body requires. So this time, as soon as I started to feel the sore throat and the low energy, I decided to cancel all the appointments I had, cancel any social obligations, and instead just rest. I took a lot of naps. I made soup. I made a bunch of tea. I laid on the couch for a while. I let rest be enough. And I'm not rushing back into my day-to-day stuff. I'm taking it one day, 1 hour at a time to see how I'm feeling, to see what I'm up to. Like this afternoon, I thought, hey, I really want to tell you about this because I'm excited about it, but this is really all I'm up to today. Otherwise, I'm resting. It's not all or nothing. You don't need to take 1 or 2 sick days and go right into it again. You can take things slowly, listen to what your body is ready for each day, each morning, each afternoon. Because when you do, your body will thank you. In the past, I treated rest like a light switch. You were either on or off. So either you're productive or you're lazy. You're working hard or you're doing nothing. But that's not real balance. That is burnout waiting to happen. Now I think of rest like a dimmer switch. It's about adjusting and aligning based on where your body really is at. Some days you might take a full break, and other days you might cancel one thing or just go to bed earlier. It's whatever feels good to you that day. And I know, some of you might be listening to this and thinking, yeah, that's nice, but I can't rest like that. And I get it. Many of us have real barriers to nourishing ourselves and taking that rest our body really needs. Jobs, kids, people depending on us. That's why I like to talk about what I call the barriers to nourishment. We all have them. They could be logistical, emotional, energetic. I'll link a video where I've talked about these barriers in more detail, because rest and recovery doesn't always mean a full week off. Sometimes it means asking for help, and sometimes it means just saying no without having to explain yourself. And there are many barriers that we say are blocking us, like, oh, I really have to go to that family event. But if you dive deeper into the why behind it, well, I don't want to disappoint anybody. If you reframe that to be, what would happen if I missed it? What would I unlock? What would I be able to feel and do? That shifts it to how much more you can do and how you can support yourself if you don't go to that thing, if you don't push yourself when your body's saying stop. And if you want help exploring what these barriers are for you, I have a guide created just for this, and I'll link it below. Know this: when you get sick, it doesn't mean your body is failing you. It means it's trying to protect you. Your body doesn't need you to push harder, it needs you to listen sooner. So maybe this week, and especially as we're in cold and flu season, you instead pause and listen. What is my body trying to tell me? What is it feeling? Am I lower energy? Am I feeling a bit of a sore throat? Do I have a headache? Pause, listen, and give your body, at least just for a bit, what it needs. I'm so thankful you're here with me. And if you're feeling a little bit sick, I hope you do give yourself that extra rest and nourishment that it needs. I'm here for you, and I'll see you soon.